Welcome to a talk through of the solutions to GCSE Maths Essentials 1C. Question 1. Expand and simplify 3x minus 4 multiplied by 2x minus 5. 4 bits of multiplication. Everything in the first bracket gets multiplied by everything in the second bracket. So first I'm going to multiply the first bracket by 2x. 3x multiplied by 2x is 6x squared. Minus 4 times 2x is minus 8x. Now we multiply the first bracket by the minus 5. 3x times minus 5 is minus 15x. And minus 4 times minus 5 is plus 20. And finally we can collect the like terms together, the 2 in the middle, and we get 6x squared. Minus 8x minus 15x is minus 23x when we collect them together, plus 20. Question 2. 2 1/4 multiplied by 4 2/3. We first write these mixed numbers as improper fractions. So putting the first one into quarters. 2 times 4 is 8 quarters and 1 extra makes 9 quarters. Putting the second one into thirds, 4 whole numbers, 4 times 3 is 12 thirds, and an extra 2 makes 14 thirds. Now we look to see if we can do any cancelling. I can cancel the 3 and the 9. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 9 3 times. I can cancel the 4 and the 14 by 2. 2 goes into 4 twice, and 2 goes into 14 7 times. So in the numerators now I've got 3 multiplied by 7, and the denominators 2 multiplied by 1. 3 7s are 21, 2 1s are 2. I could leave the answer like that, or I could write it as 10 1/2. 2 goes into 21 10 times, and 1 extra is 10 1/2. Question 3. Solve the quadratic equation x squared plus 10x plus 9 equals 0. So I'm looking to factorise this, an x in each bracket, 2 numbers that multiply to plus 9 and add to plus 10. Well, the factors of plus 9, I could have plus 1 times plus 9, minus 1 times minus 9, plus 3 times plus 3, or minus 3 times minus 3. Any of those 4 pairs would multiply to plus 9, but the only pair that add to plus 10 as well is the plus 1 and plus 9. Now, if 2 brackets multiply to 0, one of the brackets must be 0. So either x plus 1 equals 0, in which case x equals minus 1 when I take it to the other side, or the other bracket 0, x plus 9 equals 0, which means x is equal to minus 9 when I take it to the other side. So the 2 roots of that equation are x equals minus 1 and x equals minus 9. Question 4. Factorise fully 14x cubed y cubed plus 7x squared y to the power 4. So we first identify, is there a common factor between the numbers? Yes, 7 goes into both 7 and 14, so I can pull the 7 to the front. X's, I've got x cubed in one term, x squared in the other. I pull to the front the biggest power I can from both of them, and I can go as high as x squared because that's in both of them. Look at the y's, I've got y cubed and y to the 4. I can pull y cubed to the front because that's contained in y cubed and contained in y to the 4. Having identified the common factor, I then rebuild the expression. What do I need to multiply 7x squared y cubed by to get the expression above? Well, I need to multiply the 7 by 2 to get it up to 14. I need to multiply the x squared by x to get it up to x cubed. I don't need to multiply by y at the front because the y cubed is already there. Plus, I don't need to multiply the 7 because the 7's already there. The x squared is already there. But I do need to multiply by y to get the y cubed up to y to the power 4. And that's the full factorisation. Question 5. Long multiplication. Multiplying by 33 First multiplying by 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9. Now I'm going to be multiplying by 30, so I add a 0 first. 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9. Add those two rows together and I get 9, 18, carry the 1, 2 9s are 18 and 1's 19, carry the 1, 9 and 1's 10. So the answer is 10,989. Number 6. In a 25% off sale, a TV costs £240. How much was it before the sale? Well, if we've taken 25% off, then the £240 represents 75% of the original. So £240 is 75%. Now I want to get back to 100%. Well, let's work down to 25 first. If I know what 75% is, if I divide by 3, that will give me 25%. So £240 divided by 3 is £80, and that will be 25% of the original. And if I multiply 25% by 4, I'll get to 100%. So £80 multiplied by 4 is £320, and that will be the 100% I'm looking for. So the answer is the original was £320. Question 7. Simplify 8 to the power minus 2/3. Well, think of x to the minus p is 1 over x to the plus p. That's the first thing to do, get rid of the minus sign. So 8 to the power minus 2/3 is 1 over 8 to the power plus 2/3. But the power 2/3, the bottom one, the 3 gives you the root, and the top one gives you the power. So this means the cubic root of 8 and then square it. The cubic root of 8 is 2, and then I still have to square it. So the final answer, 2 squared is 4, giving an answer of 1/4. And the last question. Solve 4x minus 9 equals 19 minus 3x. Bring the x's to the left. The 4x is already there. The minus 3x when it comes across becomes plus 3x. Equals 19 is already on the right. Take the minus 9 across and it becomes plus 9. 4x plus 3x is 7x. And 19 plus 9 is 28. So x is equal to 28 divided by 7. X equals 4. And that concludes the exercise.